Hey guys, what is up? It is Lee here and welcome to a new video. Now this is going to be my bank video, end of year bank video, as it's coming into the new year now. So with us selling the loot tab as well, I just did decide to may as well let you guys have an insight on my bank and how it's looking now that the loot tab's gone. So I'm going to crack it on with it. Basically all the valuable items I have currently keepsaked I have removed from there and I've put them in the bank, so whatever's in my keepsake is either untradeable or it isn't worth very much, hence why I haven't taken it out. So yeah, we got 381 mil, 381.5 mil in the money pouch to start with, which isn't too bad, and then we're just going to crack on with the bank as per normal. So first tab is skill capes, and yeah, pretty much skill caves. So our first 99 was woodcutting, and these are in order which I did get them. So 99 being the first 99 that I did get, or woodcutting being the first 99 that I did get, and then divination being the most recent, as it is the most recent skill to be released. But we're going to get invention or inventor soon, come January I hope, so that'll be a nice addition to this tab. And then we have 120s as well in order that I did get them, so dungeoneering being the first and prayer being the most recent. So I think my last bank video, my most recent 120 was Herblore, but since then we've gained another 3 skill capes, or 3 120 capes, crafting, agility and prayer, which is very nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the first tab. So second tab then is farming, skilling supplies, and just, I don't know if you'd call it junk, but just a few other bits and bobs which I haven't found any other places to put them in the bank, they've just gone into here. So yeah, we got a lot of seeds from the Juju minigame, or if you call it a minigame, where you hunt the Jadinkos, and we got obviously 12.3k draconic vines from my 99 hunter method. This was before obviously Serum prayers and Gremwalls, so yeah, that is the reason why I did do them. And then we got just a bunch of divination energies down here as well, which kind of look cool, I guess. So yeah, and then we've got a few outfits which aren't really beneficial. Only the farm one. I recently started to do farming. I think I've gained 41 mil XP in the past couple of months doing warbands and whatnot. I'm doing proper tree runs, magics and palms. So I need to buy a few more of them just to plant them and prepare for future farming. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the farming tab. Now this is sort of like my Slayer, warband and just general untradeable equipment tab. So what we have here is obviously the warband gear, which I do take. Death Lotus darts, I did take a roll crossbow, but I recently got the Death Lotus darts, so I roll with them now. Also got ancient ceremonial for next. We've also got clue scrolls, so I've kept them in the bank for now just so I don't get any more. But yeah, I've got a lot of elites to do, but I'm waiting for blood dyes, so that is why I am holding off using my Triskelion keys as well. Also got a few creature heads, KQ heads, abyssal heads from Slayer, KBD heads, a magic note paper, and then just general Slayer equipment really, which I rarely use anymore, and it's just stayed in this tab and just tried to make it look tidy basically. So then tab number 4 is sort of like a skilling in a sense, protein, skilling items, Silverhawk boots, brawlers, and a few arrows. So yeah, I've got my 200mm fletching supplies there, which is looking nice. Apparently you can break these down for invention, so don't hold my word to it, but apparently I have heard that you can use broad arrows for invention, so I probably might end up dismantling them for the XP, which will be good, because they're kind of pointless. I mean, I know they look cool, but personally they are kind of pointless. I mean, I'm never going to use them, so I may as well use them in invention. And yeah, I did start to do chompy, so I've got some Ogre Bellows and Ogre Bow as well. I'm around, I think, 850, around about there. I was going for the red chompy hat with the 4 feathers on it to make it look cool with the agility cape, but kind of given up, but I'll probably go back to it. And that is pretty much it. Got a lot of protein items from Treasure Hunter, which is always good. And then tab number 5 is summoning. So yeah, charms have been going up quite a lot recently, as I have been doing a lot of the Abyss. And obviously I can't use the charms. Well, I can use the charms, but I'll gain no XP because I am 200mm summoning. So yeah, I'm just collecting these just to make it look cool and see how many I can collect over the time of me playing. Got a few sort of unfully grown pets, if that makes sense, so I can't exactly take them and put them in the house because your house menagerie only takes fully grown pets, so they'll be in here for a long time collecting dust. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We got 12.8k pack pouches, which are going to last a lifetime, which is great. And then we got the scrolls down here as well to compensate the familiars at the top. And that is pretty much it for the summoning tab. So tab number 6 is runes, auras, teleports, and just general rubbish as well at the bottom, like quest items. So we're starting off at the top section. We do have a lot of runes, which are very, very useful, and then in the middle section is the teleport tabs, which are also good at, just good for quickly teleporting out of situations. Recently I did spend a lot of loyalty points on auras. I mean, I did save up and I had like 1 million loyalty points, and I just bought a bunch of skilling auras to help me in the future. Like legendary tracker for hunter, 5-finger discount for thieving, and yeah, we've got a bunch of other free auras as well, like the Major Art from the Premier Club, and Festive Aura, and Dwarven Instinct, which I don't even use, and then we've got the combat auras as well up there. And I've currently got around another 700,000 loyalty points, which I can use in my gain in the future. We've also got a few scrimshaws down here, which are all, they've all been used, so that's why they're not stacked up. And then we have a few enhancers, from the Motherlode More, which I can use eventually, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this tab. It's sort of like runes, auras, and at the bottom it's just general junk and quest rewards, even though they're kind of useful, so hence why I have kept them. And then we have tab number 7, which is Herbalore Potions and a bit of food. So we have 100ml vials, which is always good, 2.1k Supreme Overloads, 16.2k regular overloads, which I obviously made for 120 Herbalore, and as you can see, the Herbalore supplies have stacked up nicely. I do currently have, I think, 200ml Herbalore banked, but that is with double XP, which I'm going to be making all the extremes pre-double XP weekend, whenever there is another one going to be announced. And then that basically means that I can make another 20k overloads during double XP weekend, which will eventually get me around 45ml XP, and that will get me 200ml Herbalore, which, if my calculations are correct, then that will be all good. I probably might need a little bit more supplies, but there's no harm in buying more at the time. So yeah, we've got around, I think, 800ml in Herbalore supplies here, which is kind of good. It's good. It is a lot. It is expensive, but it's definitely worth it if you're a mad XP gainer, and obviously it's a quick skill as well, just to gain a rapid, say, another 80ml XP for me to finish off this skill. And that is pretty much it. So this was where the loot tab was, tab number 8, and yeah, it's kind of bare now. It's just, you're just so used to seeing over 100 items in here, and now it's just majority of a bare blue screen. We've just got the untradeable items at the top here, obviously going for 20 Triskelion keys, which I'm going to be using when Blood Dies do get released, if they get released anyway. I've seen a lot of screenshots of them, so hopefully they can release them ASAP and we can get them used. Armadillo shards, I might go to Glacials just to round this off to another Armadillo battle staff, and then I can be done with Glacials. And then we obviously have the middle leg piece, which we got in episode 20, and then just the remaining techie, which I have left over from when I did buy a few items from the store there in Raids. And yeah, that's pretty much it for tab number 8. So then tab number 9 is where everything probably is, and yeah, where it will be. And yeah, gear, armor, general, yeah, gear tab, I guess. So here we are then. I've organised it quite nicely, and yeah, I don't know, it is probably worth around, I don't know, 7 bill, 8 bill, if you include untradables. I'm not really sure. I'm sure someone will calculate it down in the bottom. So yeah, starting off, we have duplicates of everything at the top. It's nice to take an item out and it not jumping an inventory space or a bank space and messing everything else up. We have obviously max cash, and then in the inventory we have almost another 400ml, so effectively we have 2.5 bill cash. White party hat, which is around 4 bill street, which is also pretty nice. And then we have obviously the tier 85 tank gloves, which come in handy in some cases, but I rarely use them anymore. We have the tier 90 power boots, which, I don't know, I bought them at the right time really, because I bought these when they were really cheap. The add-ons were kind of cheap. So yeah, a lot of people probably now are paying way overpriced for them, but I got them fairly luckily, and at a nice price as well. 2.1k archer rings, which I do still have from a friend called Marcus. I bought them off him, must have been about 5 or 6 months ago, I think, or it might have been a little bit sooner, maybe 4 months ago, can't really remember. But I might actually say goodbye to these and use them for when Invention comes out, if they are going to be a benefit for me. Third Age Amulet, yeah, that is a keepsake item along with the white party hat, sort of like my signature look, I guess. Then we have the blood necklaces. I only have 3 of them: Fury, the melee one, and the range one. And then we have the Hydrix equipment. I think we have all the Hydrix equipment, to be honest. Souls, Reaper, Death Touch Bracelet, and the Ring of Death, which, yeah, that's all nice gear to have. And then recently, obviously, the Defenders came out, and we have all 3 types of the new Defenders. So Barrows one, Next one, and obviously the Calfight Defender, which is pretty good to have, to be honest. Then into the armors, then we have 2 sets of each tier 90 power armor, 2 sets of Tectonic, 2 sets of Malevolence, and 2 sets of Serenic. And then I do have bought tradable port armor here, you know, Sea Singers and Death Lotus. I mean, I'm still yet to get my untradable port armor back. I died many years ago at Dagonoth Kings with it and just haven't got it back since. I mean, I've still been doing ports, but I haven't really been aiming for any of the resources for the untradable versions. Then we have a little bit of like the gloves and whatnot. I have 2 types of Ecto gloves. We have, I think, the range ones and the melee ones. I haven't really been doing much raids since, and also I did spend some techie on, you know, the sort of like the un-Ecto version of the range gear. I still need to get the chest, but I think I'm around 4k techie off before getting them. And then armors, then we do have all Nex armors, Torva, Pernix, and Virtus right there. So yeah, that's looking quite fancy in the bank. And then finally we are onto the weapon section. So we have our tier 90 two-handers, the Nox set, I guess. We have 2 seismic sets, Barrows died and also Shadow died, which looks kind of cool. I usually have the Shadow died keepsaked, and I just usually wear the Barrows one if I'm going anywhere PvMing. Also Ascensions there, and finally we have a strike bow, which I did pay I think 80 mil for, which is very, very overpriced. But if you've got the money to waste, then why not? It is very, very handy if you're struggling on, say, like at Nex, for example. It's a tier 85 bow, which acts as a shield as well, so you can do defensives with it, and it helps a lot at Nex on Zaros. If you've run out of food and you're trying to stay for the kill, then you can use Resonance, Barricade, Immortality, and all that good stuff. And then finally, we do have a Drygor set, which if I swap them around, we've got the main hand first, longswords, rapiers, and finally the Drygor maces. So yeah, I don't really want to say a complete figure, probably going to be around, what, 10 or 11 bill maybe. If you include the prices of the dies and stuff from now, I think Barrows dies 400 mil each, Shadow die is around 1 bill each, so yeah, that's a good, what, 2.8 bill in dies alone, plus you need to buy 2 sets of seismics for them, so say like another a bill on top of that. So yeah, you guys can see where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna title it probably like 10 bill plus or something. So yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway guys, I'm gonna end off this video here. This is probably my end of year bank video. I'll be doing probably another one in the new year depending on how I'm feeling. I don't know what stage I'll be doing one, but I just thought I'd keep you guys up to date in how my bank currently does look with me recently selling my loot tab. So yeah, that is pretty much it from me guys. I hope you have a fantastic day in whatever you're doing, and as always guys, take care, stay safe, and peace.